ngizokutshela ngami mina ngugogo Dabuluvalo. Ngibona inkinga zakho, ngihleli nawe. nguNkulunkulu wasemhlabeni.
He says something quite interesting there.
Mina ngizokutshela ngami mina ngugogo Dabuluvalo. Ngibona inkinga zakho, ngihleli nawe. nguNkulunkulu wasemhlabeni.
There was an episode that I wanted to cover for a while from Daily Theatre. They did this episode last year called The Dark Side of Ambition. And on this particular episode, there was a lot that happened inside there. There was a lot that I thought was worth us unpacking. If you actually see it, this is it here. I showed you when they uploaded it. Last year, around November, I had gotten a bit flooded with stuff that I was doing, so I ended up not covering it. But there was a point which was addressed between a Sangoma and a gospel musician, particularly about God's plan. Okay? This is important. Why? Because this will mean we understand when we say God, like however you call him, it will address the fact that we are talking about two different gods here. Okay? And I'll explain for you why I am saying that. It's the Rex Reality Show with the daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time over here, you'll be sure to check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comments. I'm going to check you out over there. So do give this video a like. I had to pull this one from the library because it was stashed back in the library. And I remembered, hey, there's that point that was mentioned. I want to talk about that. All right. So let's shift over there and bring this here up here. And so I hope I showed you when exactly this was published. November, for those that want to go back and check it out. November, it is a bit in Vernac, so you will have to hear Zulu and all these South African languages. So he has success today that he can speak of because of his gift, basically.
And of course, we yazwa ukuthi bakhuluma nangokuthi basebenzisa isiphiwo sabo, which is African medicine, ukuthi mhlambe basiza abanye abantu kanjalo ke, and abantu nabo ukuthi bazibonele ukuthi kuyabasebenzela noma cha, and eksenjalo,
so that people can see, does it work for them or does it not work for them? Remember, the question here is patience. This is the particular subject.
It is from a studio audience to ukuthi sithini ngalo daba sikhuluma ngalo. Mhlawumbe siqale ngapha kule hlangothi.
Yes, let's.
Yeah. Sawubona sis.
Sanibonani, ke dumedishe ka mo magaeng, ke dumedishe le audience ka moka ya Daily Theatre. Di a kwagala ditaba tse di bolelwang ka mo studio. Mara go na le taba ela ya go.
So she says, it's understandable what's been said right now, but there is something that I want to bring to light here. I have to always say this. I interpret because the audience on this channel is 50% outside the country. For those people that say, why do you interpret? Can you please watch the video for more than 2 seconds, okay? This audience is not watched by South Africans only. So chill out.
There is time for everything. Gona le nako ya gore o ka ba le everything, gona le nako ya go tlhoka. So bothata ke gore why rena re le batho re rata dilo tse di sheshang ka pele. Ge nako ya ge o tlhoka e shetse o bona o ka re bophelo bo kitimele. Nna ke bolela
so says why is it that as people we love to rush things? Things are not going our way. We want to rush it and look for fast ways of fast tracking because the Sangomas, who I forgot his name. The one who was speaking just a minute ago, Lukuleng, I think that's his name, and he does a lot of conversations with. Oh man, how am I forgetting these platforms? I watched this stuff from. Ah man, yeah, I forgot the name of the platform he mostly appears on, but that's Dr. Lekule. And then the second Sangoma who's there is Dabuluvalo from Fosloras. Very informative. He speaks very openly, and unlike many people, they just dodge around the questions. He hits straight at it. And in this one, he's going to be the one that answers that part. Ne? So she says, what happened to patience and that in the fact that God plans your life? And why do we want to rush past that particular period? Right.
Say gospel singer.
I'm a gospel singer.
So into ngiyifundile mfundisi wami ukuthi angeke everything iyenzeke the way wena ufuna ngakhona ngesikhathi.
Not everything will happen in your own time or how you like it.
He's got a calendar for our lives. So into yokuthi gore wena nthongwe le ngonya ka gore o kitimetse gore ube a millionaire like now, and at the end of the day awulali nokulala.
So at the end of the day you don't even sleep because you were chasing being wealthy.
So mina what I want to ask gore king e le gore le but ba benefit ka ntho tse di kitimang ka pele.
So what do you benefit from things that rush? And by the way, even Thabiso, you might have seen Thabiso, he answered this particular thing towards the ending. I hope I'll be able to capture that part as well.
Because at the end of the day, Modimo wa rena, he's the author, he's the beginning and the end of everything. I always tell myself, even if it happened, ukuthi ngishona imali ngekho bank, but ipurpose yakho yenzekile la emhlabeni kuloko ungibizele khona, let it be.
It's an extremely important personal conviction as a person of faith, so that you don't get tempted by people dangling wealth in front of you or dangling life of well-being in front of you and all that. It says, even if I don't have when I die, it's better I have fulfilled your purpose. You'll remember even the Hebrew boys, when they are about to be thrown into the fire, they say, even if we are not saved from the fire, God remains God, meaning he has the right of authoring our life. Now, to that particular statement, before you listen to the Sangoma who's laughing at the background, which is Dabuluval, he's going to say something that I think is very interesting, or something that is quite interesting to think of. This is the verse that I thought was worthy to go with what she just mentioned then. And I'm going to pull it off from over here. So it's, as you can see, Psalm 108, verse 7 up until verse number 9. This is what it says. It says, he made known his ways to Moses. God made known his ways to Moses. So basically, he made it known. The Lord is compassionate, gracious, slow to anger. So this is now God's patience towards us. See, so while we are talking about what the gospel musician mentions here, which is patience in God's plan, so be patient for God's plan to be fulfilled, we must remember God's patience towards us.
It happened ukuthi ngishona imali ngekho bank, but ipurpose yakho yenzekile la emhlabeni kuloko ungibizele khona, let it be. Okay. Kungigijimela ukuthi imali
ugogo yahleka gogo yamuza usisi ukuthi thini uNkulunkulu unekhalenda. Do you have a response to that?
Lento ayikhulumayo abomama ethu bakhule basebenza emakitchen ngenxa yokulinda.
Our parents worked in the kitchen because they were waiting on God's plan. So they could have done something so that they'd be more greater than working where they worked.
Ungako uthole ingane zikhula under lento abayibuza inhlupheko.
That's why we grew on poverty.
Ukulinda.
Because we want to wait.
uNkulunkulu akaphi ngesandla.
God doesn't give by the head.
Akekho umuntu emhlabeni udalelwe ukuhlupheka.
No one is born to suffer. It sounds like the prosperity gospel, isn't it?
Thina sithi sikwenzisa izinto ngenkani. Cha, thina nje siyachofoza nje, sikuvulela into zakho nje. Mina.
So we fast track basically.
Ngizokutshela ngami mina ugogo Dabuluval. Ngibona inkinga zakho, ngihleli nawe. nguNkulunkulu wasemhlabeni. Ngikwazi
says, I see your problems while on earth. And then he says something quite interesting there. What was that?
Mina ngizokutshela ngami mina ngugogo Dabuluvalo ngibona inkinga zakho ngihleli nawe nguNkulunkulu wasemhlabeni ngikwazi ukupholisa mina ugula uphambanelwe ekhanda ngikwazi ukuthi uma ungasebenzi ngokusebenza ngokugeza njengoba uprof besikashilo sikugeze sikunika into yenhlanhla egazini.
So they give you luck, they give you, you know. But I found it interesting that he spoke honestly of his place. He is mediator for your life. He is God down here. I thought that was very interesting. Like I said, Dabuluvalo shoot straight. You know, I like all these others are gonna be hitting around the road. You know, they are authoring your life. And so he makes it very clear. I am the God down here. I see your problem. I can solve it. You know? Let him finish the statement.
Ngithathe CV yakho ngiyithathe ngiyifaka kwenye indawo ngikuqalele emadlozini wasekhaya kini bese umsebenzi uthola.
So he can go into places and pick up your CV and get you a job through ancestral.
Indaba yokulinda isidala man.
The idea of waiting, it's old. There is something that Thabiso quoted, or a verse in answering to what is being said. Or
Final pearls of wisdom, please.
Okay.
Point of wisdom.
I just wanted to say ukuthi ngimzwile ugogo ekhuluma ngokuthi izinto zishintshile. But the truth is uNkulunkulu uJehova osidalile thina sonke akashintshi. Uhuye mandulo uhuye namhlanje uhuye kusasa.
God, we might say time has changed, but God has not changed.
Izinto athe akazithandi akushintshi just because thina sasiphethe ama-iPhone. The moral of the story is this at the end. Lo osidalile uyazi ukuthi usidaleleni. Yingakho kuthiwa, what will it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul in the process?
I don't know if the song they are playing in the background is copyrighted. So he quotes that verse there at the end to say, what will it profit a man to gain the whole world? You know, you want to shasha and break all barriers in order for you to be wealthy, but what will it profit a man to gain the whole world? After consultings, you get whatever, you and what, but you lose your soul. What will it profit? The Bible asked, the good book asked, what will it profit? I mean, you would have gotten what you wanted, but what would the profit be if it is not a loss? Sterk show with daily Christian commentary videos. I wanted to make this episode in a very long time. You know, I kept forgetting it in the library. And so yeah, I hope you guys got it. Tell us what you think down in the comment section, and I'll talk to you later on. Y'all have a good